aggressive measures initiated by the Reserve Bank of India in the recent past, which were raised by the members in the recent Andhra Pradesh State Cooperative Urban Banks Federation in the board meeting held on 9 September 2022. They affect the functioning of the cooperative urban banks and shake the confidence in the depositors and shareholders. Imposing penalties on cooperative urban banks. Enforcement Directorate of Reserve Bank of India imposing penalties even for small lapse, and also they are not giving any opportunity to present the submission of UCBs. RBI is levying penalties on UCBs continuously on big or small UCBs, even for small sum lapses. It is detrimental to the functioning of UCBs and affects the confidence of shareholders and depositors. These penalties are levied without any rationality and imposing without any reason. Besides this, they are issuing press release. To the newspapers and electronic media, which damage the image of the banks, which has been built up over the years. Levying huge penalties on small banks will affect the sustainability of the banks. Imposing of supervisory action framework. UCBs are kept under SAP by RBI for small lapse without giving opportunity to the concerned UCBs for submitting replies. They are also not considering the submission and replies of the banks even for wrong reporting by the inspector of RBI. RBI authorities are also not even reviewing the replies submitted by the banks about the observations of RBI inspectors. It is against the principles of law of natural justice. Hence, we are hereby requesting RBI to evolve proper mechanism to lift the SAP at the earliest possible time based on the improvement of the performance of the bank. Regulatory restrictions for granting of housing loans to individuals. The urban cooperative banks are unable to extend housing loans to individuals under priority sector because RBI's regulatory restrictions. RBI has stipulated regulatory restrictions of 15% limit on lending to housing sector, which includes individual housing loans besides lending to real estate and commercial real estate. Recently, RBI enhanced individual housing. Only 2 points. Brief. Not negative. Why the use purpose? Wait. Only 2 minutes, sir. Shall I close my? Maybe extend the meeting.
आपका पॉइंट जो है वो जल्दी करो.
RBI enhanced individual housing loans limit from 70 lakhs to 145 lakhs without considering the proportionate increase in RBI ceiling limits of 15% on housing loans. It will also not serve the expectation of Government of India for enhanced lending to priority sectors, and also RBI directive of increasing priority sectors lending to 75%. Enhancing limit for gold loans bullet payment. Reserve Bank of India implementing same guidelines for both commercial banks and the urban banks, cooperative banks. The commercial banks are allowed to sanction gold loans under bullet payment without any ceiling, but RBI restricted long back the amount of sanction of gold loans under bullet payment to 2 lakhs only for UCBs. Hence, NAFCUB may request the RBI to enhance the bullet payment gold loans limit for 2 lakhs to a minimum rupees 10 lakhs, as the gold loans are secured by liquid gold. Last one, sir. Last one.
అంటాడు మీరు రవీంద్ర గారు మీరు మాట్లాడండి.
You ask the child, not direct for me.
No, no, sir.
మాట్లాడండి మీరు
आप
మాట్లాడండి.
जल्दी करो.
Sir, this is my last.
And लेकिन पूरा पैराग्राफ मत पढ़िए, पॉइंट
Okay, okay, sir.
पॉइंट की बात कीजिए.
Increase of CD ratio, RBI has restricted to CD ratio 70%. The reduction of SLR from 25% to 18% is for releasing liquidity into the system. UCB is unable to utilize these points for lending as the CD ratio. Able to utilize these points for lending as the CD ratio is restricted to 70%. Hence, CD ratio may be increased for inflation to release liquidity or otherwise to interbank deposit limit may be increased from 20% to 30%. In the light of the above request, NAFCUB authorities to bring these matters to the notice of RBI, Central Bank Mumbai for favorable consideration. If necessary, you may also bring into the notice of central government for necessary action. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Thank you very much.